it's not like top 3. It's not top 1. It's not the top number 1. The number 1 reason why I stopped playing Diablo Immortal was because the game's shitty, bro. Like they could have did such a better job with this game, bro. It's 2022. Fucking, it's so many other games that look better than this shit. Like Genshin Impact is damn better than this fucking game, bro. Like the story on this game was pretty good for Diablo Immortal, but the game overall was just shitty, bro. Like it's like they were just lazy as fuck making the game, bro. Like they fucking was lazy, bro. Like I'm trying to think, like what was one of the main things that I didn't like about the game. That was like in game, like game. It's the gameplay, bro. Like yes, it's the repetitiveness, bro. That's the main fucking thing, bro. I don't like the repetitiveness in Diablo Immortal, bro. Like I don't like fighting the same bosses over and over. Like they don't have a variety of bosses, bro. Like you've been to beat the whole game. Now you going through the fucking let's say Zoltan cool, and you fighting the same fucking little. Did the fucking little side quests and shit, those little zone quests, that shit is pieces of shit. The world bosses is the pieces of shit, bro. Like that game, fuck, like, bro, like what? Why would they even try to compare this to Black Desert Mobile? But let's see.
Guys, kids, here new video. For today we're comparing Diablo Immortal versus Black Desert Mobile in 2022. So if you're looking for the best MMORPG on the mobile, then these are the current top 2 best games on the market. So for you to decide which one is better and which one you should play, we will look into different classes and how balanced they are for each game. Then we will look at different activities that you can do, then how does the PvP feels like, and then lastly we will go into the gameplay, and you will be able to see how looting system works, what endgame looks like, how many dungeons and content there is to do, which game has the worst pay.
Bro, it's about the content, bro, the gameplay, bro, the PvP. It's all about endgame. It's all about what can you do after you to beat the game. After you complete the story and shit like that, what's to do? Because of course the story is gonna want to bring you into the game, most likely. But like, what can you do after the game? Like, what can you do after all that shit? That's important.
And much more. So, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it.
Oh yeah, real interesting fucking wrestling. Let's go. The gameplay. Here we go.
Diablo Immortal is a free-to-play MMORPG, designed initially for only mobile devices, but now it's available for both PC and iOS and Android. Diablo Immortal takes place between the events of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, so you will find many similarities.
This definitely looks like Diablo 3.
In the gameplay from both games. Many of the Diablo Immortal activities are designed to be small in size, so that means that for player groups, and no matter if you're playing on PC or mobile, a single dungeon should usually take only about.
They fucked this game up, bro. It's like they gave us the option to like have players running around with you. Like it was kind of easy, like to bring players and add them to you a little bit. Because you can add 4 people to play with you and shit, run around with you and shit. And that was pretty cool. I give them that, but like other than that, this game trash.
10 to 15 minutes. Then as for using skills, they feature auto aim, generally towards the nearest enemy, but as well the player can manually aim each skill. Some abilities will also charge while their skill button is held, which will increase their damage and AoE range. Then as for Black Desert Mobile, it is a realistic medieval fantasy MMORPG. The combat in Black Desert,
I do like Diablo Immortal range attack somewhat, like how you can actually hold the skill button and it'll like stretch like and give you a direction of what it was like. It was like an accurate direction of where you hit the enemies at on Diablo Immortal. I give them that.
Is action-packed, requiring manual aiming and free movement, similar to different games in first-person shooters.
Hold on. A fucking ad. Hold on, y'all. A Riot Games ad. Star Guardians. Ads don't give me a break.
Requiring manual aiming and free movement, similar to different games.
Hold on, because what is he saying?
While their skill button is held, which will increase their damage and AoE range.
Okay.
And as for Black Desert Mobile, it is a realistic medieval fantasy MMORPG. The combat in Black Desert is action-packed, requiring manual aiming and free movement, similar to different games in first-person shooters. The game offers housing, fishing, farming, and trading, as well as large player versus large player siege events and castle battles. An active combat system requires auto and manual aiming, dodging, and even using combos.
I love the auto aiming. I love using auto when I want to just sit there and just grind. I just turn auto on, but when I want to get into the action myself, I turn auto off. Simple. There's no fucking problem with. I don't see why that would even be a problem for some people. There's no problem with having auto in the fucking game, bro. As long as you can get the option to turn that shit off. But you see what he talking about? It's so much shit in this game, bro. So much shit. He talking about so much content all fucking ready.
Unlike more other mobile games that are more tab targeting, the skills can be activated by using one of your combos for attacking, dodging, or blocking. Players are also able to engage in mounted combat. Mounts can be acquired by taming them in the wild, and players are able to breed special mounts by mating certain types.
So cool. Breed mounts, bro. I got so many pets in that game.
So in Diablo Immortal, players can create one or more characters within the game.
I do like Diablo classes. They look cool.
A character, you can select one of the game's 6 classes called Barbarian, Wizard, Monk, Necromancer, Demon Hunter, and Crusader. Each class has 12 unlockable skills, from which the player chooses 5 to use on his skill bar. Each class in Diablo Immortal offers extensive versatility in skill progression, and through your game experience, you will be able to personalize your build and fine-tune your character to play the way you want. So then in Black Desert Mobile, there are 6 classes to pick from. Each class has very unique play
13 classes to pick from.
style. You can choose to play as a warrior, ranger, witch, giant, valkyrie, or sorceress. Each one of these classes has several unique abilities, and each class excels at some aspects of the game. After you pick a class, you will be able to customize your character's appearance. The developers really went above and beyond with this
They
feature.
snapped. They snapped when it came to making your character look good and likable for your own perspective. They snapped when it came to Black Desert Mobile customization and characters. Or character customizations.
In Black Desert Mobile, you can pretty much customize any aspect of your character's look. So you can
Literally.
change the hair, eyes, facial structure, and pretty much anything else that comes
Literally.
to mind.
Progression.
So in Diablo, throughout the game, characters earn experience points, which allows them to increase their level. As characters increase their level, they become more powerful, earning new skills and increasing the power of existing skills. Once a player's character has reached the game's level cap of level 60, they can get additional Paragon levels.
Yeah, after you spend $25 on rifts.
And this Paragon system allows you to further upgrade your character
After you spend $25 on rifts.
by gaining bonus stats and unlocking unique specialization skills. So then in Black Desert, you progress through the story, which provides you with gear to upgrade, unique stones to enhance your gear, and even skill points to use on your build. Similar to Diablo, Black Desert has a level cap, and then from here you can get additional levels, but it goes very slowly. The main way you level up in the endgame is by gear progression. Black Desert Mobile puts a priority on combat rating over character's level. So with the right amount of armor, weapons, and enhancements, you can decimate any enemies in your path. But without the gear, you have a very difficult time to progress in the game. Usually your endgame will consist of doing daily quests and farming open world mobs for hours
And that's no problem.
for a chance to get that powerful item.
That's what I expect. And that's what I look forward to when playing that game. I look forward to grinding for my fucking power to get stronger. I want to grind to get stronger, bro. That's why I literally play these MMORPG games. I love the fact that you can grind and get stronger, bro, and show off that like, oh yeah, my combat rating is high as shit. Like bro, I love. Then in that game you can show off your gear. You can show off your gear. You can do that in Diablo Immortal too. Like I love that shit. Like bro, I love that you can show off your gear, and then it also goes with your combat rating on like how strong you are and shit. Black Desert does it better though.
So in Diablo Immortal, one of the most fun PvE activities is the bestiary system that adds to the lore of Diablo Immortal and rewards you loot. So after you complete early part of the main storyline, while leveling your character,
bro, I can't get a break. Bro, this man is fucking getting money. He getting money. All these ads. Here we go.
You can find missing pages that describe the different monsters you can fight, and all of them are separated in 3 different types called unique, rare, and common. When you find one of these pages, you receive free gold, items, and battle points. And then besides all the basic activities like normal quests, events, and etc., we have the raids and dungeons. This activity is one of the core PvE gameplay, where you go in dark caves and fight other monsters till you find the endgame boss and defeat him, which then in return will get your super cool rewards and much more. Normal dungeons you can do by yourself.
Bro, you can't even get no legendary gems, bro. They give you nothing but trash ass fucking rewards. Like all the rewards Diablo Immortal gives you for those zone quests and finding those goofy pages, bro. You get pieces of shit ass gear.
Or with a group. And for now there are 7 dungeons currently, and each one with their unique design and strategies. But then in
There's
Black
nothing in
Desert
them
Mobile,
dungeons.
the PvE is a lot different. Most of it, if not all of your time, will be spent in open world, where you'll be farming bunch of monsters for the best gear possible. So here's
I
what
love it.
exists as PvE
That's
content.
what I'm
You
talking
can
about. That's what I'm talking about. I want to grind. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to grind.
grind mobs in various areas. Then you can get
I want
boss
to
scrolls
grind.
to get mats and rare jobs. Then you can do dark rifts that spawn regional bosses.
And it's pretty much the same thing as Diablo. You gotta grind, fight mobs and shit, but it's a better the way they does it, bro. It's so much better the way Black Desert Mobile does it, bro. And then not even that, you get way better gear. You get actually gear that will actually help you be able to fight a stronger enemy. You get actually gear that will help you fight a stronger enemy.
Of varying difficulties that give you chest job rewards. Then you can do different world bosses that spawn on set timers. Then as well you can farm field bosses that spawn randomly. And then lastly you can
I love it.
grind 2 or 5 man areas, which means that you will need 2 to 5 players that are fully geared, because there will be a lot of challenging monsters.
It will. It will. And Black Desert Mobile helps you get stronger.
So then going over to Diablo Immortal PvP, and there is an activity
And you don't have to spend money to do it. You really don't have to spend that much money to do it, bro. If you do spend money, it's your choice, but you can really be a free-to-play player on Black Desert Mobile and really fucking enjoy the game. You might get spend. You ain't gotta be a overspender on the game. That's what I'm saying. Like if you did spend some money on Black Desert Mobile, you don't even have to be an overspender. I haven't even spent. The most I probably spent right now is probably $3 fucking, bro, and that was for inventory space in Black Desert Mobile. And I plan on spending more money. I want to help support the fucking game. She keep this shit running. This shit is good. But Diablo Immortal, bro, the fact that if you spend $25 on that fucking rift shit to get the fucking legendary gems and you don't get one, that shit right there hurts my soul, bro. Like it's not fair. It's not fair, bro. You spending all this money in hopes of getting to some kind of fucking legendary gem, and then you gotta go fight to actually get the gem. What? Bro, fuck that game, bro. I don't like that type of shit, bro. That's overpaid and ran and predatory. Like, bro, it's like they fucking scamming us on that game or some shit.
called Battlegrounds, that is an 8v8
You bat
event
some in BDM, you actually get it.
which is available every day for 2 hours. There is a matchmaking rating system that places you on a team based on your games played and win ratio.
The PvP is terrible, bro. Whales versus I don't even know what the fucking call us. Debate. So we're just bait. It's so many whales in Diablo Immortal. It's just ridiculous, bro. Like people are actually spending their money on this game, bro. Like
And
it's
most
ridiculous.
importantly, all of this is solo queue.
And it's in PvP. Like how can y'all? That's not balance. There's no balance in the PvP. If people are buying their gear, and it's people that just want to just have a fun time playing PvP, there's no type of fucking balance. The whales are gonna fucking win every time. One person can take out the whole fucking team. That's not fair, bro. They should put like a cap on how strong you can be in PvP, so everybody can have a chance to fight each other the right way. Ain't no balance in Diablo Immortal PvP, bro, at all.
So you can form a party before playing this game mode. The main idea is that players are split into 2 teams, attackers and defenders. Attackers have to destroy the
And it's sad because this game mode, they PvP is pretty cool, bro. Like I like that, like how you gotta sit on the little zone and try to move the zone to the other side. That shit was cool to me, bro. But when I found out that the one player can destroy the whole team, that shit killed me, bro. I deleted the game.
ancient heart, while the defenders protect it. and whichever team succeeds in their mission will win the match. So overall, the PvP is only possible in the specific PvP events, and you won't have access to healing potions, but instead you can use bandages outside of combat. Bunch of your PvE builds and skills will do a lot less damage against players, so you will have to customize your character specifically for PvP and much more.
I had a necromancer. I built an undead army and still was getting my ass thrashed.
So then moving over to Black Desert Mobile PvP, and there are a lot more activities than in Diablo Immortal. So for example,
Hell yeah. There's so much going on in BDM. It's gonna take you a while to even get to the end game. There's so much going on in BDM.
you can fight in a 1v1 arena, which is both ranked and casual. Then there are flagged wars, which is basically
Simple. You heard that?
like guild versus guild PvP but in open world. Then there are node wars and siege wars, which are these guild versus guild events, where 3 guilds fight for castles and nodes. And as a reward, you get special zones to farm for 2 hours a day, which gives more orange accessories that makes your progression a lot quicker. Guilds in general max out to 50 players, so these guild versus guild events are 47 versus 47 and more. And then lastly, there is basic open world PvP. You flag up and then try to fight other flagged up players and much more.
So cool, bro. That's so fucking cool. I love BDM.
So then moving over to my last and final conclusions for both of these games. So first,
Let's take a look inside the Beard Club's advanced kit, a 6-item set that will help you care for your
you guys go if you need a beard item set.
First of all, let's take a look at Black Desert.
Here we go. That's
the pros are that you get the gorgeous graphics for a mobile game.
Pros. Okay, so he's doing the pros. Here we go. Good graphics. This is for wait, go back.
These games. So first of all, let's take a look at Black Desert
Here we
Mobile.
go.
The pros are that you get the gorgeous graphics for a mobile game. It's pretty close to a PC version in terms of graphics, and if you have the hardware or willing to play on a PC emulator, then this game is 10 out of 10. Then
10 out of 10.
you get auto hand/grind and Black Spirit mode. This feature
11
makes
out of
that you
10.
can basically AFK grind, and you don't have to spend 8 to 12 hours a day playing a mobile game.
Oh my god, I fucking love the auto grind, bro. I love it, bro. You can literally turn your phone off, go on Instagram or something like that, while your fucking character is grinding the shit out of areas and looting shit for you, finding gear, fighting bosses and shit. That shit is so fucking good, bro.
Just to keep up to the endgame players. Then as well,
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. If you just started playing Black Desert Mobile like today, auto grind will help you get to end game. Like it might take you probably a week or so to get end game, but if you auto grind that shit, I'm telling you, you'll get a lot more shit done.
if you enjoy Black Desert Online on PC, then you will most likely enjoy Black Desert Mobile.
You definitely will.
Both these games are. Then as well, you can enjoy this game as a free-to-play depending on how competitive you want to be.
Exactly.
And then lastly, this game has many PvP and PvE activities, so you will find always events that you can do. And then for negatives, this game is very heavy on pay to win. If you want to be a rank 1 player, then forget about it, unless you want to pay. Then there are...
Yeah, I don't plan on being a rank 1 player, nothing like that. But I do want to be like one of the strongest. Let's be honest. I definitely want to be able to fight other people, you know? But I heard that it was pay to win and shit. But you see that it says it's a decent free to play too. So like you can have fun as fuck playing the game, bro. It's not nothing like, oh wow, it's pay to win. I can't play the game. No, this shit is pretty good, bro. Like it's pretty good. Locked classes.
Limited gender locked classes. Then most of your progression is orange.
Yeah, I don't like that though. That's another thing I don't like, bro. The lock classes, bro. I don't like the fact that if you get like new character Draconia, she's a girl. Like I don't like the fact that she's a girl. I want to be a boy. You know, like it's pretty cool or whatever. But like this is my fantasy. This is how I want to be. When I pick a character for these type of games or any game, I'm pretty much trying to make the character look like me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other people out there. It's a lot of other people out here too that want to make the character look like them. Like who wouldn't want their character to look like them? I can't even change my class to a fucking different gender. They need to fix that. Like they need to. That's one of the biggest things that'll make this game so much better, bro. Is fucking like choosing your own gender. Like
want to pay. Then there are limited gender locked classes. Then
fucking gender
progression is RNG based, so you may get lucky and get an item in 1 hour or in 20 hours. And then lastly, the story mode and the quests are not fun compared to other games. So then with that said, moving over to
But
Diablo
that's just
Immortal.
own opinion. Like when it comes to like story and quests, the story and quest is pretty much fun to me. They got some good cutscenes. They just talk a lot though. That's the only thing. It's a lot of talking, but it is fun and interesting. It's a lot going on with the story. You can connect the dots when it comes to BDM. I don't really agree with that. I don't really agree with that last thing he said.
And pros are that the game graphics and optimization is amazing. Then the endgame gearing up system is very fun, with a lot of dungeons, open world spots and rifts that you can do. So PvE.
Oh, the end game is fun. I'm starting to think this is the bad comparison video. If he thinks that the end game in this game is fun, he need to go watch another comparison video then or something. Shit.
PvE is very diverse. And
Good PvE. Yeah, it's alright.
then lastly, you only need 2 to 3 hours a day to keep up with the rest of the players. You can
Yeah, you don't really gotta put too much time in Diablo Immortal to keep up with the rest of the players. But it's still a grind.
spend more time playing this game, but then you will get diminishing returns. And then for the cons,
Here we
the pay to
go.
win
Here we go. Here we go.
system is one of the worst from all the mobile games. Then
One of the worst. Okay, now we can 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000% agree with that. It's the worst pay to win system I ever seen in gaming history. I've been playing mobile games all my life, bro. I played more mobile games than probably console games. And this one is this is the most pay to win predatory system I ever seen, bro. Like I know games, and I know these mobile games, they gotta have their own way to make money. They gotta monetize the game. If it's a free game you can download, I know they gotta monetize the shit. But I'm not finna sit right here and spend so much money on that game, bro. Like people got lives to live, bro. And then you spend money on this damn game and you don't even get no reward in return. You get some trash ass shit.
the leveling is pretty boring and you won't be able to progress just by doing the main storyline.
The leveling is boring as fuck.
Then there are only 2 to 3 PvP able to progress just by doing the main storyline. Then there are only 2 to 3 PvP activities that you can do. And then lastly,
Only a few, like 2.
World, then a lot of times you may encounter 20 to 30 players, where if you want to be efficient, then there should be only 4 to 5, which will make your farming not very efficient. So if you want to be efficient, then there should be only a lot of times you may activities that you can do. And then lastly, if you want to farm in open world, then a lot of times you may encounter 20 to 30 players, where if you want to be efficient, then there should be only 4 to 5, which will make your farming not very efficient. So overall, both of these games are free to play.
That's sad, bro. This game is sad.
And no matter which one you want to choose with your time, the pay to mechanics are very heavy on these games, and if you don't want to pay, then you can be the rank 1 player. My point of view is that I would recommend to play Black Desert Mobile, or mainly PvP players that want to participate in 1v1, 50v50 wars and open world ganking. But then for PvE players that are looking to do dungeons, quests and play a game where there are a lot of activities that you can upgrade and do for PvE, then Diablo Immortal is the game for you. Both of these do some things right and some not. So if you want to see the best PvP, then go with the Black Desert. And for the best PvE, go with the Diablo Immortal.
No, the PvE in Diablo Immortal is not that fucking good, bro. It's not good at all, actually. The fucking graphics are shitty. The animation is shitty. The fucking fucking enemies are repetitive. Like fuck, man, fuck that game, bro.
These games can be played free to play. If you do PvE,
BDM
then
is
you won't be impacted by the pay to win that much. But
it's a little pay to win, but it's excellent.
Then of course you will see more often. Both of these games are the best and top tier choice for mobile gamers. So whichever you pick, you can't go wrong.
Diablo Immortal is only the best choice because PC gamers like the fucking game. People like the fucking title, Diablo Immortal. You can slap Diablo Immortal on a shitty ass game. You can slap Diablo Immortal title on a shitty ass game, which they did. That's exactly what they fucking did. They slapped Diablo Immortal on a shitty ass game. Now let Diablo Immortal would have been actually Black Desert Mobile. The game would have been fucking crazy. It would have been crazy, bro.
feedback, or other good Diablo Immortal or different MMORPG guides or topics that you would like to see in the next video, then Immortal or different MMORPG
Wait.
can go wrong, and that's about it. So with that said, I really do
Okay.
appreciate it for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have
Okay.
any suggestions, Diablo Immortal,
Yeah.
MMORPG guides,
Bro,
or
Black Desert
topics
Mobile, I
that you would
recommend
like
y'all
to see in
download
the
that
next
shit
video,
over Diablo
then feel free
Immortal,
to
bro.
leave
That
your
shit is
comments
like
in the
100
comment section
times
down below.
better than
And while
Diablo
you're doing
Immortal,
that,
bro.
please click like